Let us define first what patriotism is. Patriotism is the quality of being patriotic, devotion to and vigorous support for one's country. Patriotism is the feeling of love, devotion, and sense of attachment to a homeland and alliance with other citizens who share the same sentiments. This attachment can be a combination of many different feelings relating to one's own homeland, including ethical, cultural, political, or historical aspects. So this is what does it mean for you, ladies and gentlemen. Patriotism means it's different from nationalism and unpatriotic attitudes to these topics at the moment. So patriotism means pagmamahal sa bansa. Ito ay isang halaga ito dahil pag hindi natin mahalin ang ating bansa, better. For example, you're unpatriotic, you go to jail. Okay? That's how being patriotic. So I will give you guys some examples for America. Families of American troops made sacrifices for this nation, or rather the United States. Believing in the cause for which their loved ones fight, military families bear great burdens and have little in return. As we pray for their troops, we must not forget the hardships of their families and pray that God watches over them as well. In the small communities across the country, concerned citizens send care packages to men and women in uniform whom they have never met. To these patriots, the expense of a care package is a small price to pay to offer material support to those who defend their freedom. Serving the needs of their veterans is a patriotic calling. Virginia medical centers throughout the land are full of doctors, nurses, and staff who devote their lives in caring for their veterans. Upon returning home, veterans help one another find work and provide for their families. Many more Americans risk it all to protect the safety of perfect strangers. As they're witnessing right there in California, volunteer firefighters travel to other states to help combat raging wildfires. I've had the privilege of getting to know many of our local front firefighters. I can attest to their passion for patriotic service. Patriotism inspires their local police to patrol the streets every day, throughout the week, throughout the month, maintaining law and order in their communities. Teachers see hope for America in the children they work so hard to educate. In times of crisis, patriotism unites us. We put our differences aside to help their countrymen in need. After Hurricane Katrina, millions of Americans made charitable donations and many went to the Gulf Coast to help rebuild communities. Perhaps the greatest example of patriotism was 9/11 or the September 11, 2001 attacks. This is a day of tragedy and despair also serves as a vivid display of American patriotism. Heroic acts were everywhere to be seen that day. Firefighters running into burning buildings, the passengers on Flight 93 giving their lives to save the lives of others. Volunteers who flooded Ground Zero to help in any way they could, and millions of Americans who donated blood and held candlelight vigils to honor the fallen. That day and in the months that followed, they witnessed the true definition of American patriotism. So how can we apply this in the Philippine side? Right? The families of the Filipino troops, they make great sacrifices for the country. In small communities, Filipino citizens send care packages to the men and women, especially right during the EDSA People Power Revolution. They give food to the nuns, to the soldiers, and to also the people who give help. I'll show you guys a picture. Giving food and flowers. Emotional support. It was done in EDSA, in Camp Aguinaldo, and in Camp Crame in Quezon City that signaled the end of the 21-year Marcos dictatorship. So here, guys, this is the picture of the EDSA revolution. That's an example of patriotism, great patriotism. They also gave flowers to the soldiers. And then they also have nuns. Even the nuns also contributed during the EDSA People Power Revolution. In times of crisis, especially this year, what we're experiencing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the COVID-19 pandemic. That's why we have our frontliners as well. That's why in honor of these frontliners, some of the artists produced this music video called We Heal as One. This is to the tune of the 2019 SEA Games theme song, We Win as One. So try to watch this. Okay. This is a song dedicated to the frontliners affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. And we need to salute them. We also experienced great patriotism, especially this year. We're in a state of a health emergency in our country. Try to watch this. Okay. So, what the frontliners is actually our heroes because of their patriotism role, especially this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. This means that we need to continue helping our frontliners because these are the heroes, especially to our kababayan, OFWs, who are going to go back to the Philippines anytime before, during, and after this health crisis. And so it's safe for them to do so. Okay? So, aside from patriotism, nationalism. In the case of nationalism, this is a devotion of love for one's country. A country's identity is seen through its culture, traditions, beliefs, and even the unity or togetherness of the people in it. The history of the Philippines reflects the kind of nationalism the Filipinos have. Their heroes stood and fought to preserve the Filipino identity and attain freedom and independence. That's why in nationalism, it is our duty and responsibility to preserve the two important national symbols, the Philippine flag and the national anthem. Because the flag, as I said during my recent reports, is the symbol of of our country as a people and as a nation. And it's our independence too. Our independence, ladies and gentlemen, was being brought back by the sweat and the blood and also the ultimate sacrifices of our national heroes 122 years ago. Yan ang kailangan natin para ito ay bahagi ng ating kasaysayan at kasarinlan ng ating bansa. So, unpatriotism. This is like patriotic, but it's not good. Unpatriotism is not feeling or showing love for or devotion to one's country. And examples are 24 moviegoers arrested for not standing up for the lupang hinirang in the cinema. Last September 5, 2018, the Batangas Police arrested 34 moviegoers during the House of Us starring Katniel the love teams of ABS-CBN in Lemery Town, Batangas. Let us watch this one from Rappler, guys. And before we go with this, let's see how it started. Inspector Hazel Luma ang the information officer of the Batangas Provincial Police sent operatives of the Lemery Police Station. Some are wearing uniforms, some are wearing civilian attire. They conducted an operation in the Cinema 2 of Centro Mall against the violators of the RA 8491 or the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines. Excuse me. So, the operation happened at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. According to Lumaang, she said, the operation resulted to the arrest of the suspects for not standing in attention and for disrespecting the Philippine national anthem, what was being played prior to the showing of the movie film entitled The House of Us. They were detained at the Lemery Police Station while appropriate charges are prepared in court last Thursday. A moviegoer was arrested after failing to stand up for the Philippine national anthem after it was being played in City Mall in Cavite last September 6, just a day after Batangas. Senior Superintendent William Sigun, the Director of Cavite Police, identified as Rhea Chua Bautista, food technologist and resident of Perpetual Village 7, Barangay Mambog 5, Bacoor City, Cavite. Bautista was the lone offender based on the video footage and screenshot during the Cavite Police simultaneous implementation of the Oplan Bandila across cinemas in the province. Segon said their Oplan Bandila is enforced in pursuit of the implementation of RA 8491 or the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines on orders of the Calabarzon Police Regional Office Director Chief Superintendent Edward Carranza. He said that he directed or ordered the Calabarzon Police to enforce the law in all theaters, cinemas, and public events across the region to instill a culture of patriotism and a sense of duty. According to him, the police operatives observed that most of the audience were in movie theaters, respecting the singing of the national anthem. Only Bautista was the reported offender of the Flag and Heraldic Code and was accosted by the authorities after their Oplan Bandila operation. Earlier, on September 5, just I said earlier, 34 moviegoers in Lemery, Batangas were arrested for ignoring the Philippine national anthem. Lemery Municipal Police Chief Superintendent Inspector Alfie Salang reported to Batangas Police Director. Senior Superintendent Edwin Quilantes said that the local police operation Oplan Bandilo was conducted in the movie house at a mall in Barangay Malinis. Okay? I will show you the video, the one in Batangas. Also, try to check this video, guys. Yun. Okay, guys, let's watch this. Okay. So, what does this mean? Maybe we have to much better. We need to teach them a lesson. That's because, as I will say this later in just a few moments during the summary. But in the meantime, this one, try to watch this news.
Habang tumatanda, nahihirapan na
Courtesy
sumagot.
of
Kaya manag-anin with Mugmax with 2 times more calcium for bones, high protein for muscles, and collagen for joints. Tuloy-tuloy ang mga sandaling kasama sila dahil may tuloy-tuloy na lakas at mixing anding. Tayo po ay tumayo para sa pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Sa simula pa lang ng pagpapatugtog ng lupang hinirang sa sinahang ito, kita sa kuha ng Lemery Police ang mga manonood na tumayo para magbigay galang sa pambansang awit. Pero sa gitna ng pag-awit ng National Anthem, makikita ang ilang pasaway na manonood na sarap pa rin sa pagkakaupo. May mga kumakain, may nagtitext, may nagyayakapan, at merong wala lang pakialam. Nang matapos ang pambansang awit, nagsimula na ang hulihan. Sa kabuuan, 34 na pasaway ang hinuli ng pulisya sa Lemery, habang 3 naman ang nahuli sa Santa Rosa, Laguna at San Pablo, Laguna dahil sa paglabag sa RA 8491 o the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines. Ilang araw na nagpapaalala ang mga pulis sa mga sinehan sa Calabar Zone para tumayo ang lahat sa pag-awit ng National Anthem.
Our flag is the symbol of our freedom and democracy and independence as a people. Our independence was brought possible by the sweat and blood and the ultimate sacrifices of our national heroes 120 years ago. Kailangan po yan kasi yan ang simbolo na naning kasarinlan, ang simbolo ng pagmamahal sa bayan, ang pagrespeto sa ating bandila.
Kanya-kanyang paliwanag ang mga nahuli. Hindi ko naman po alam na may policy na pong ganun sa sinihan. Kaya hindi po talaga ako nakatayo.
Kumakain ho ako doon. Ang asawa ko ang tumayo. Ako may hawak ng pagkain. Kaya hindi ako bababa o ano.
Akala ko lang po yung advertisement lang po yung kagaya yung sa mga magsisimula ko yung sinihan.
Meron po tayong kasabihan sa batas na ignorance of the law excuses no one.
Kabilang sa mga nahuli ay isang asawa ng barangay chairman at isang anak ng mayor sa Batangas. Lahat nakiusap pero di pinagbigyan ng pulisya.
Mayroon diyang mga anak ng politicians, meron diyang asawa, kapag-anak. Ako personally may kakilala ako. Pagdating ko sa batas, malaki at maliit na batas yan, dapat pantay-pantay po tayo.
Sa ilalim ng RA 8491 o the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines, pwedeng maparusahan ang mga lalabag dito. 5,000 pesos hanggang 20,000 pesos na multa o 1 taong pagkakakulong. Porsigido ang PNP Pro 4A na ipatupad ito.
This is an awakening to the people here in Calabar Zone. And I have already relayed this plan to the Chief PNP. And he really likes the idea of what we've implemented here. Ay inumpisa natin ito sa Pro 4A Calabar Zone.
John Consulta, nakatutok, 24 oras.
Okay. So, what else? Okay. Martin Rivera, during the 2009 fight in the U.S., a lawmaker said he intends to file criminal charges against Martin Rivera. That's why he made the lupang hinirang into a ballad. It was done in Las Vegas, Nevada, and not out within the Philippines. It was performed during a live telecast of a Pacquiao fight in the Philippines. Try to watch the rendition of Martin Rivera. Ginawang balad yung lupang hinirang. Try to watch this. Okay. That's an example of that's Martin Rivera's rendition of Lupang Hinirang, guys. As well, this wait. Okay, ito yung mga okay. Try to watch this. This is the best version of Regine Velasquez. This is the example of patriotism, guys.
Kayang maging perak ng silanganan, alam ng puso, bakit mo'y buhay, lupang hindi, tuyang ka ng magiging, sa manluto, tiyak ang
Another one, okay. I will include this. para know this yung mga videos na ginamit ko for the open arms. Ito pa, aside from ito, may pa tayong yung kay Arnel Pineda noong March 2010, yung rendition ng lupang hinirang sa Cowboy Stadium sa US, sa Dallas, Fort Worth sa US, sa Texas. So, yung fight ni Manny Pacquiao doon noong March. Try to watch this. Kay Arnel Pineda.
The Philippine national anthem. We are proud to have with us tonight the current lead singer of the legendary rock band Journey. Please welcome Arnel Pineda.
Bayang makinig, relas ng silangan, hanap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bukaw, may dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisdak ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwan, hapit pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya, dapat may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Okay. Okay, guys. Ito yung rendition ni Arnel Pineda, guys. He also sang this again during the closing ceremony of the SEA Games last December 11 of the previous year. So, Teddy Atienza said it was not placed. That's why Arnel Pineda, the singer who sang the national anthem, he is singing in a very, very slow style. Look at this, guys. So, ito yung kay Christian Bautista noong September 2007. Shinortcut ang last line ng lyrics ng Lupang Hinirang sa isang boxing match ni Jerry Peñalosa at kasama si Concepcion Bernabe sa Alabang, Muntinlupa City. Panoorin mo to, guys. Tablay ang rendition.
Peñalosa sa Metropolis Star sa Alabang, punong-puno ng puso ang pagkanta ni Christian Bautista ng Lupang Hinirang. Pati si Coach Freddie Roach napabilib sa taginting ng kanyang boses. Ang problema nga lang, mukhang matagal nang hindi nakaka-practice si Christian sa pag-awit ng ating pambansang awit. Dahil pagdating sa dulo ng kanta, tila plaka na tumalon ang kanyang mga lyrics.
Ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa na araw ng ating pagsinta, ang magpitay na dahil sa'yo.
Well,
Okay. Biglang sinartcut yung national anthem. He's singing like this. Ito. Aming ligaya. Ito. Lupa na araw ng walhati pagsinta ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Yan yung inanta ni Christian ba? He forgets na buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api. He's making a rendition, a shortcut version. Ito siya, si Christian Bautista. Okay, and I have this one, I'll watch you, this another news. Here, I have to take note. Mali pali yung kinanta, sablay yung rendition. Sablay na umawit. Ito guys, try to watch this.
When uncertainty is our reality, to rise above with
Kayang mag-ibig, oras ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay.
Kung hindi ganito ang pagkanta mo ng pambansang awit at bumisit ka o di kaya iniba ang tono at lyrics, uhulihin ka ng pulis at pagmumultahin. Kapag paulit-ulit o sadyang binabago mo ang tono, multa ng 50 hanggang 100,000 pesos at pwede ka pang makulong ng 1 taon. Yan ay ayon sa House Bill 5224 na pinasana ng Kongreso sa third and final reading. Oras na may sa batas, dapat na itong sundin ng lahat.
But this particular law is not something new. This is already an existing law, and we're just trying to amend and increase the penalty to ensure that everyone is going to quote-unquote follow the contents of this particular law. It's really about our respect of our national anthem.
Pulis ang aatasang manghuli sa mga lalabag sa batas, pero paglilinaw ni Congressman Salo, pagkanta sa publiko ang pupuntiryahin, gaya ng flag ceremony sa mga eskwelahan at government office, international competitions, maging sa first at last full show sa mga sinehan. Hindi naman paparusahan ang pagkanta ng sintunado, pero dapat sa ulado ang lyrics at tono. Pag kumakanta, dapat nakalagay ang kanang kamay sa kaliwang dibdib at dapat feel na feel mo ang pagkanta nito.
Mandate naman po ng mga schools is to really teach them. So kung nakuli ng teacher na mali yung kanta ng bata, hindi naman siya hulihin para i-punish. I suppose, ang titingnan natin yung context nito, tuturuan sila, i-guide sila kung paano yung tamang pagkanta o pag-awit.
Sa mga graduation o meeting na kasama ang mga gulang, lahat ay inaatasan ng batas na kumanta. Kaya dapat mag-ingat ang mga medyo nakakalimot ng lyrics at mag-iimbento ng mga kataga dahil masasapul ka ng batas.
Alab ng puso, sa dibdib mong bugaw, may dalagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw.
Madali lang namang makaiwas na maparusahan, sabi ng mga gumawa ng batas. Sundin lang ang standard na inilabas ng National Historical Commission of the Philippines. Ang modelo ay ang orihinal na bersyon ni Julian Felipe. Pamarcha ang tugtog, 2/4 speed. Bawal bumirit o lagyan ng kulot sa dulo ang tono at kapisahing mabuti ang lyrics.
Mukhang hindi naman siguro kailangan talaga unahin yun sa daming problema dito sa bansa natin. Siguro po kailangan i-memorize ko na lang din po para hindi rin ako maikulong o mamultahan po.
May pambayad ka ba? Sakali.
Wala din po, kaya siguro sa sunod mag-ingat na lang din po ako.
Eh dinagat ko na tawad sa pagkayang minamahal, ang sakit lang mo tawad mo. Kahit guilty na mali-mali ang pagkanta at nakalimutan ng lyrics, pa ng araw ng aminado ang empleyado si Kim, kailangan talaga ang batas. Pag naipasa sa Kongreso, maglalabas ng panibagong Implementing Rules and Regulations o IRR ang National Historical Commission para malinaw kung ano ang mga paglabag at paano mahuhuli ang lalabag sa batas. Doris Pigornia, ABS-CBN News.
Okay. So, based on the videos that I show it to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Filipino anthem is one of the part of being patriotic as a Filipino in the sense of duty. So anyway, in 1986, in order to foster patriotism and nationalism, former President Cory Aquino adopted OPM. It should be required by law to broadcast OPM on FM or AM stations in order to preserve, promote, and conserve and popularize the historical and cultural heritage, as well as artistic creation and to give patronage to arts and letters. And this will be done over the airwaves like examples in Manila, we have radios, FM stations that play OPM or 90.7 Love Radio, 91.5 Win Radio, IFM 93.9, Pinas FM 95.5, Barangay LS 97.1, Yes FM 101.1, MOR, the FM radio network of ABS-CBN, Star FM 102.7, 106.7, Energy FM, and also for AM, minsan sa DWW 774, 774, and on DWSS 4094 on the AM band. They do play OPM on these stations. Okay. She also encouraged every Filipinos to boost the national economy by promoting domestic tourism. Example, I showed you the Anak TV commercial video of the Department of Tourism. Try to watch this. This is another way to promote domestic tourism. Again.
The fish are eating. So should you, anak.
Thank you.
You're welcome, anak.
What does anak mean? It means my child.
Okay, this video presentation that I showed to you, this is about, promoting domestic tourism. That's why you need to visit the places in the Philippines. Like, essentially, you're familiar with the Enchanted River in Hinatuan. We also been familiar with Boracay. We're already familiar with Sicogon. We also have a lot of tourist destinations like the Rizal Park, the Intramuros, Port Santiago. We also have yung sa Palawan, maraming tourist spots doon sa Palawan. So I encourage all Filipinos and especially foreigners to come and visit the Philippines in order to promote domestic tourism as well. Okay? So, as part of our values in connection to patriotism and nationalism, we have a law in order to promote. We have RA 8491. What does this mean for us as Filipinos? Reverence and respect shall all at times be accorded the flag, national anthem, and other national symbols which embody the national ideals and traditions and which express the principles of sovereignty and national solidarity. The heraldic items and devices shall seek to manifest the national values and to inculcate in the minds and hearts of our people a just pride in their native land, stating respect and affection for the national flag and anthem and the proper use of the national motto, coat of arms, and other heraldic items and devices. For the Philippine national anthem rendition should follow the composition of Julian Felipe. The Philippine national anthem should be sung in the Filipino language inside or outside the country. The Philippine flag should be blue, red, and white with the 8 golden yellow sun and the 3 5-pointed stars that was created and honored by the people. We cannot use the Philippine flag to mutilate, deface, defile, or trample, to dip the flag on any person, to use the flag as bilang basahan. Example, yung flag map na issue ng UE sa Maynila. I'll show you the picture. Ito guys, oh. This is part of disrespecting national symbols. I'll show you guys the picture. Wait. Ito guys, oh. Pakita mo. Yan. This is an example of a student who defaced used the Philippine flag as a mop. That's why, because of this, the University of the East issued an official statement last February 22, 2016. If you want, I will just try to show this to you. Show this to you guys. The official statement from the University of the East, Manila. Okay. The members of the Board of the Trustees of the University of the East, during its monthly meeting held on February 18, 2016, unanimously resolved to approve the dismissal of the high school students who were involved in the Philippine flag defining video that was shot, uploaded online, and went viral on February 9, 2016. The students involved were meted the sanction of dismissal in view of the gravity of their infraction. It was not only a direct affront to the University of the East community, but to the entire country's ideals and traditions as well. We in the University of the East shall endeavor to strengthen activities in creating respect to the Philippine flag, the anthem, and other national symbols, and shall implement measures to monitor the strict compliance and observance of the flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines by our students and members of our academic and non-academic personnel. While this whole episode has been a regrettable one in the long and storied history of the university, we in the University of the East, UE, appreciate the opportunity to be heard provided by various outlets. Appreciate the feedback that all this has incurred from Filipinos, not just outside the university, but also outside the country, and appreciate the chance to reaffirm our commitment to molding the youth of the land into citizens in good not just with intelligence but also wisdom, not just self-esteem but also patriotism, not just skills for personal gain, but also selflessness and contributing to nation building. Okay. We cannot use the flag as a costume. We cannot use it anywhere. The Philippine national anthem should not be used for recreation, amusement, or entertainment purposes, especially in karaoke. It will be used for international or local competitions. Examples, the fight of Manny Pacquiao, the sign-off and sign-on TV and radio stations throughout the country, before the start and the final screening of films, and before the start of theater performances and other occasions. Violation is 5,000 to 20,000 pesos or by imprisonment of not more than 1 year. Here, guys, is what we have learned from the speech of President C.P. Garcia. Patriotism. Every Filipino loves his country, but not every Filipino is a true patriot. Patriotism is unselfish, guys. This means, ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be denied by what Mabini did to his country. Patriotism is boundless like Ramon Magsaysay's devotion to the people. But in this infinite affection, this predilection of our country means a number of concepts. So patriotism has come to mean love for our country. Each one is a part of us and each one is a part of our country. You hurt one Filipino and you hurt the whole nation. And so patriotism is we love and cherish our fellow Filipinos. We admire their courage, their diligence, their patience, their peaceful and law-abiding nature, their hospitality, and their kindness. If we wish to sing, Land of the morning, and this is my native land. Near shall invaders, stop what they say, it shore. Yun yung dating English version ng Lupang Hinira. We have two types of enemies or pag-aaway, internal at saka external. We should never forget like Rizal, Burgos, and Quezon. Build more stately mansions than the last. You defend the cause of the weak and unfortunate. And one day, for the dark shadows of our present night under the menace of patriotism, you'll be like Bonifacio, ladies and gentlemen. And stand upon a hill, raise the white sword of righteousness for the preservation of our liberty and our way of life. Keep this sword on high forever, and distill the last syllable of our recorded time. So long for one's country is not measured by being there. The reason why it is called patriotism is because Rizal, when he wrote Noli Me Tangere while in Germany, in the other parts when he was in Spain, his being away from the country did not make him less a Filipino. It says, wala kayong karapatang magbigay ng opinyon tungkol sa nangyari sa Pilipinas dahil wala naman dito nagduruso tulad namin. Di ba? That's why we have our own point of view. That's why patriotism is part of our cultural relativism. So I'll define to you what cultural relativism is. Cultural relativism is the idea that a person's beliefs, values, and practices should be understood based on that person's own culture rather than be judged against the criteria of another, or the objective analysis of other cultures, understanding a culture's beliefs and practices from that culture's point of view. Cultural relativism is not about imposing judgment or assessing the worth of other cultures. That is called ethnocentrism. Okay? So this is our very reflective, still the very much alive crab mentality pervading in the hearts of our beloved countrymen. So that's why, despite we have a lot of contributions to the Filipinos abroad, we need to uphold with the dollar remittance sent every day. Why? That's because we need them in order to earn their salary from their bosses abroad. So guys, 15 ways on how to become a patriotic Filipino citizen. Know that Lupang Hinirang is the title of our national anthem and not Bayang Magiliw. Know the Philippine history and our national symbols. Do not litter and do not smoke in public places. Stay alive. Use overpasses, underpasses, footbridge, etc. Obey road rules so you won't need to bribe traffic enforcers. Guys, before you go out, pee so you won't need to do it in the streets. Buy local products. Like example, like you buy the delicacies such as puto, maja blanca. We also have dried mangoes. We have bizcocho, piaya, pastillas, yema. We have the locally made vegetables. You got your search tag. Search tag. It says made in the Philippines anyway. We need also to eat Filipino food like kare-kare, caldereta, pochero. We also have mechado. We also have liempo. We also have adobo, beefsteak Tagalog. We also have pansit, diba? Pansit is always common here in the Philippines to be served during special occasions like fiestas, birthdays, and other things. Also, for the desserts, we have halo-halo, leche flan, cassava cake, and there's more. Support local tourism. Let's go. Example, Sicogon, Batanes, Boracay, Hinatuan. Mountaineers, when you go up there, you bring your garbage with you. Report police officers finding motorcycles without helmet. Be a responsible neighbor. Just because you got the mic, you like to belt out your favorite video piece, especially when it's already made, especially in 2016 when Duterte became the president. That's why he needs to plan to stop karaoke at 10 in the evening is because the people are already sleeping and make the children wake up early and also the employees to wake up early so that they can go to school and work on time. Be a responsible FX passenger. Share the aircon and sit accordingly. Watch Filipino movies, especially during the Metro Manila Film Festival. Volunteering or bayanihan. The bayanihan spirit as a Filipino. And also, mahalin natin ang wikang Filipino o ang hindi. I will show you this quote. Ang hindi marunong magmahal sa sariling wika ay naidig pa sa hayop at malansang isda. Yan yung quote niya, Serisa. Dapat natin mahalin natin ang wikang Filipino. Sabi niyo, Serisa. Okay? The essence of ang hindi marunong sa magmahal sa sariling wika ay higit sa hayop at malansang isda. The essence of this quote of Jose Rizal means we need to appreciate the Filipino language. Okay? In summary, patriotism is a quality of being patriotic, devotion to, and the vigorous support for one's country. Nationalism is a devotion of love for one's country. A country's identity is seen throughout its culture, traditions, religions, beliefs, and even the unity or togetherness of the people in it. Patriotism is not feeling or showing love for or devotion to one's country. As Filipinos, it is our duty and responsibility to preserve the Philippine flag and the national anthem because it is the symbol of the country and it was formed not only to the love of the country but also to the sweat, blood, and the sacrifices of our national heroes. So, to wrap this up, here. To end this open arm segment, let's listen to this song, Ako'y Isang Pinoy.
Ako'y isang Pinoy sa puso't diwa, Pinoy na isinilang sa ating bansa. Ako'y hindi sanay sa wikang mga banyaga. Ako'y Pinoy na mayroong sariling wika. Wikang pambansa, ang gamit kong salita. Bayang kong sinilangan, hangad kong lagi ang kalayaan. Sikat Jose Rizal, nooy nagwika, siya ay nagpangaral sa ating bansa. Ang hindi raw magmahal sa sariling wika ay higit pa ang amoy sa mabahong isda. Wikang pambansa, ang gamit kong salita. Bayang kong sinilangan.
That concludes now our open arms for today about patriotism. I will see you this Saturday and Sunday at 5 to 6 p.m. for the One Inclusion Live Weekend Edition. Stay tuned now for suggestion, reaction, and opinion together with Alvin El Chico and Doris Bergonia on Inclu Radio via DZMM Teleradio. So now, I am Carlos Kanahashi on behalf of Vincent Acuse. Thank you very much for your time this evening. Thank you. May God bless us all. Pagpalain po ng buong may kapal. One inclusion forever. HNI, God first. Goodbye and good night, everyone. And peace out.